everybody, this is Caroline. I thought today I'm going to do a quick recipe that I've been doing quite a bit lately, especially since we bought our air fryer. We air fry everything now, but it's super easy. It has a good macro combination if you're doing 2 meals a day, or if you just started as well. It's a good prep meal. It has a lot of fat and quite a bit of protein, so it's perfect, you know, quick, tasty, and really good to make ahead. So I call it the cheesy hamburger sticks because it has some sticks and some ground beef. And then we're going to just mix it all together and put it in the air fryer. It's actually really easy and super tasty. So I'm starting with 2 pounds of ground beef. It is extra lean ground beef. I like buying extra lean for losing weight on keto. Obviously, you don't have to add that much fat because we are adding cheese to the dish. I'm just going with extra lean ground beef so that I can save some fat and add it somewhere else. So for taste, obviously. If you are in maintenance, then you can just choose full fat meat. That works as well. But if you are trying to lose weight, then, you know, choosing leaner cuts of meat is just better because you can either save yourself some calories and some fat, or you can just add some more cheese or some other things that you know, just want to add to the meal to make it taste better. So my suggestion is, you know, just looking for leaner cuts in the beginning, especially during the weight loss phase. That would be kind of my tip. So we have 2 pounds. So I'm going to make 6 hamburger sticks. So I'm just going to weigh about 5 ounces of each. But before that, we're just going to season it. And seasoning is really easy. You actually don't really need any type of egg or any type of, breadcrumbs or anything. It's just like a plain hamburger. It's not like a meatloaf where you would add something. So just keeping it simple and saving on some carbohydrates there. What I do put in though is, and it's all very low carb. The only ingredient or, you know, seasoning that would probably have some carbs or has some carbs is the garlic. And I like using this minced garlic. It's from Costco. It does have carbs, but it just adds a lot of taste to the dish, and so I would definitely recommend using it. You know, it's not too bad. So I will actually be putting in 3 tablespoons. It sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. Kind of a harsh garlic, so it will taste really good. And since we're having 6 sticks, so if you think about it, it's like half of a tablespoon. So I'm adding 3. Then I'm adding some seasoning salt. Here again, I could just use pink salt, but because we're trying to make a dish that actually really tastes good, I'm just using seasoning salt. And this one has 0 carbs. Reading the ingredients, it does not have any sugar. So the only thing that would probably have some carbs is it's dehydrated onion and dehydrated garlic. So this is 0. You know, we're going to put a little bit in. I wouldn't really worry about spices too much. You know, we're not putting a lot unless like taco seasoning or other sweeter seasonings, or when you're looking into some like Cajun spices, they often have some dextrose in it, and then you should really measure and track. So I'm just going to put, you know, quite a bit in here. And then I like using this Montreal steak spice, and because we are doing a beef dish, I'm just going to add a little bit of that as well, just a little bit. I don't measure much, so, you know. And then a little bit of ground pepper, and I like to grind it obviously fresh. Fun fact, I had this little spice mill for 22 years now, so it's really good quality, and it you can smell the pepper and whatever else I put in. It's really a great thing. And then I add some onion powder. So onion obviously has a little bit more carbs. My kids hate it in their hamburgers. I like the taste, so I've started just putting in the powder, and it works really well. it gives just a little bit of, more flavor to the dish. So I'm just going to put, well, it's 1 teaspoon, so two teaspoons of that. And then I also like adding just a tiny little bit of paprika into my hamburgers, just for taste. But here I'll just do 1 teaspoon, and that's good. So that's that. It's super easy. This recipe is super easy, and it tastes really good. So this is how it looks like. I'm just gonna mash that up a bit, and then I'm just taking out my scale. And for the new people that have not been around skinny keto, so I truly believe in following macros. I think that is the most effective way to lose weight and do it in a healthy way. So I do track macros almost daily. I mean, there is days where I'm just, I just didn't enter it, but I really try, especially during the weight loss phase. I think it just gets you to your goal a lot quicker than just guessing. And obviously, tracking is not only about, calories and all of that. It also makes sure that you're eating enough protein, which should be always the goal for you when you're losing weight, or in general, really. And also, you can scan all your vitamins and supplements as well into your tracking app, and so that way you make sure that you have, all the nutrition that you need. Since we are in a calorie deficit, we really need to make sure that we get as many nutrients as we can through the food we eat. So here in this case, I'm putting a lot of protein into my body. So, knowing exactly how much I'm actually having is of benefit, so that I know what I can eat, in my second meal. Or, so that I don't go over fat, or, sometimes I overestimate or underestimate how much I eat. So really tracking will ensure that you get to your goal faster. And if you ever stall, you can always go back and see, what did I eat this week? And, why am I stalling? You can always go back and kind of look at the trends. And so, tracking is really, really best. So I'm going to, I should have gotten a plate or something to put my stuff on. So hold on. Just gotta do that quickly. Just gonna grab a plate, and then I'm gonna just measure. So I have 2 pounds. So about, 5 ounces of the meat would be 1 little stick. So that's too much. So that's 5 cents. I mean, it's just about, that's 5 1/8. It's 5. Let's put a little more. And so you just kind of do that. And so, if you pre-measure everything, you can just enter it in your MyFitnessPal or whatever you're tracking with. Carb Manager, Chronometer is also really good. I'm not a big fan of Carb Manager. I think it, whenever you're following macros, it kind of puts their own macros on, kind of forces it on you when you enter them. And most of the time, Carb Manager macros, sorry to say it, suck for weight loss. So I've been using MyFitnessPal for years, even before keto, so for 10 years or something like that. It's really good, but Chronometer also is a high quality app, because it just is, I think, most accurate when it comes to the data that it's pulling from. So, MyFitnessPal, Chronometer is kind of like the way to go. But if you're used to Carb Manager, you just have to make sure that you enter your macros correctly. So, and if you have your skinny macros calculated, then, that shouldn't be a problem at all. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 5, and then this one. I have a little bit left over. I guess I didn't measure. It was like 5.3, I believe, each. So I'm just going to add a little bit to each one of them. Not a big deal. Okay. So here we have it. So what I normally do is just take these guys, and maybe I'll just put them back. Sorry, that wasn't very well organized here at all, but here we go. So I can And then you just, so one stick is a little, a little much. You can try. Most of the time I'm able to get a whole stick in. But I should have opened them before. Well, do get my hands clean to rip those open. But so that is, this is kind of like your main, oh God, I can't even open this. Your main meal for the day. Since one stick is about, I calculated it about 40 grams of protein, which is, oh my God, I can't open this. Which is, quite a bit. But most people that have done keto for quite a bit of time, they naturally go over into just skipping their breakfast. So if you have, let's say, I'm just gonna say a number, 1,200 calories for the day, 600 calories for your lunch, and 600 calories for your dinner. That's that's pretty good. So you have some room for this. So see, I kind of ripped that off, but so that goes in quite fairly nicely if you look at it. Just make sure that you press that guy in. Just gonna add on the side or in the bottom, and then you just make like the little kind of meat sticks. I don't know what else they'll call it, hamburger sticks. Just go around, just roll it up a bit. And so in the air fryer, when you get those, you just have to watch it. I'll show you the setting, but you just have to watch it. You don't want to lose too much of the cheese. But if you just fry it up fairly like on higher temperature, it doesn't take long at all. I actually use the steak setting for those. So that's kind of how I do it, to not, to get it nice and crispy on the outside and not too liquidy on the inside, so that it breaks. This is really stupid. I'm normally not so bad with opening cheese sticks, but my hands are quite greasy now. So yeah, so this is a good meal if you just make it ahead, and then you can mix it up. And I put in the little announcement, I guess, that I would make some side dishes, and I'll make a couple. Unfortunately, I did not have cauliflower rice, which I thought I had, but I didn't. So I'm going to make, instead, I found some frozen broccoli on the bottom of my freezer, so that's what you're gonna get. So just imagine taking one of those sticks to work, or have it ready made, and then your side, you can just eat whatever you want with it. Have a salad, or make some mushrooms like I do, or just mix it up. So, and because this is really easy to track, you can always put that as a recipe into your MyFitnessPal, and then you can call it up. So that's another thing with tracking. In the beginning, it really seems like a pain in the ass, which it is, but at least for MyFitnessPal, I imagine that all of the tracking apps do the same thing. They just remember the food you eat. And since you are going, I'm assuming, to the same stores all the time, like, we go to Costco, we go to Safeway. I'm from Canada, so we have like a real Canadian superstore. And you buy the same brands, right? Like, you always buy the same brands. And so you enter it once, and you can scan all those items, since these apps have a scanning function. And then you will remember it. So next time you start entering the name of the item, it'll remember it and it'll show it to you. So it's really fast. And I think once you start tracking, you learn so much more about nutrition as well. You kind of realize, oh my goodness, I can't eat, 12 ounces of chicken, because that's just, quite a bit of protein in one meal. Maybe I want to have something for supper, so I can't really go ahead and eat all of this in one meal. So not only does tracking ensure that you're losing weight continuously, because you are staying within your macros, but also it kind of teaches you a lot about nutrition and the macronutrient content of every food. So again, I think that even though you probably can, especially in the beginning, you can lose weight not tracking. I think there comes a time for everybody where you're just getting closer to your goal weight, and especially like, below, I would say below 30% body fat, where tracking will become necessary for most of us that want to just get to a lower body fat percentage. And if you have a timeline on your goal, if you're working towards like a vacation or anniversary or whatever it is, then you want to make sure that you lose some weight every week, right? You don't have time to waste. But if you are not in a hurry, then that's obviously a different thing. So I've made 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 2 more. What else can I tell you? Well, I guess for all the new people, for those who don't know skinny keto, I really truly believe that you should be able to live a sustainable long-term keto life. So I consider myself a whole foods kind of keto person. I do use keto products from time to time, especially like when it comes to snacks and things like that. I'm not that strict, because I think that if you want to make it sustainable and you want to make it for kind of a lifestyle, then it's important to cut yourself some slack there. But on the other hand, I do believe that you can only lose weight if your body is healthy. And so, eating nutritious foods and not just eating, like this with a pound of bacon on the side, it sounds great, but it might just not, it might just backfire. If not right away, then a couple of years down the road, where you're gonna go to the doctor and your cholesterol will be sky high, and then you're in trouble. So just making sure that you balance it. I guess that's the right word to say to describe skinny keto is in just a balanced, nutritious way of eating, and just going by macros and deciding what are your goals at the moment. So that's that. I will, since I'm recording this myself, everything is backwards, obviously, because I want to make sure that you guys see everything. I will stop the camera, and then I will move over to the air fryer and show you how it's easy, but just show you the settings and then go from there. And I apologize for those stupid string cheese packages. Oh my god, it seems like I'm an idiot, but I just can't. Next time I'll know to open them ahead of time. So yeah, that's the last one. So for sides, I'm gonna have just a salad. I do like using baby kale and spinach for my greens. And some people say, you don't have to track the carbs in leafy greens. And I mean, I don't know. I don't care if you do or not. As long as you're losing weight and you're in ketosis, then you're good. You just have to decide if you have to just track your progress. I track everything. So, but also I do give myself 25 grams of net carbs, which is just enough for, I'd say, 98% of people to get and remain in ketosis. So people always say, stay below 20, stay below 15. That's not necessary. Ketosis is only really a tool to lose weight. It's not all about ketosis, especially in the beginning when we're trying to lose weight and, we came from, being overweight or something like that. You just don't stress about it. That's something that you don't really need at the moment. So, all right. So that's that. And gonna go over to the stove and I'll see you there. Okay, so we're back. This is my air fryer. It's a Kozori, I don't know how big it is. I'm not sure. It's big. I really love the air fryer. I mean, we've been doing everything in it. Chicken comes out really, really well. Even if you are choosing to make some like breaded items, like for example with pork rinds, you can just, you know, grind them up and use them for like chicken nuggets, keto chicken nuggets. It's amazing. It comes out so well. Salmon, amazing. Fish, amazing. I still use my pans a lot, as in for, you know, for vegetables and things like that, but even vegetables you can throw in there. And we're actually going to buy a second one. My husband said, you know, maybe Boxing Day or whatever, we're going to buy that. So I have preheated the air fryer, and then I'm choosing the steaks setting, which is, you know, 400 degrees and 6 minutes. So you can see I put them all in. And what I want is, oh, I'm gonna make sure I squeeze this all close. What I want is basically, I want it to be crispy and obviously cooked through, but I don't want it to get to the point where the cheese is gonna start coming out. So this is going to be 6 minutes. So I'm gonna start. Whoa, what am I doing here? There we go. So I'm gonna move this over a little bit. So this is gonna go and cook. And while I do this, I'll bring my camera over a bit. Here we go. So it can work. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So the other two dishes. So I will do some broccoli. And this was frozen, like, you know, an hour ago when I started. It's not anymore. Let me just see it. You can see everything. Here we go. That's me. I like cauliflower rice, and you can do the same thing with cauliflower rice. It's just that I didn't have it. So I'm going to just start this up, and then the other guy is going to be some mushrooms. So really, you know, healthy vegetables and super awesome side dishes. I'm just gonna put this in. I should have put it done the other way, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to fry these up a bit. I just put a tiny little bit of avocado oil in there, and I'm going to show you what I use. I don't know if you saw it. I use this guy, and I get it from Costco. It is high temperature, so you can just heat it up and use it. Right, so I do that. I don't really have a good, here we go, spatula. And so we're working on the broccoli right there. I'm just gonna put a lid on it. I should practice doing those videos a little more, because obviously I suck at it. But just for like literally like 2 minutes or something, and you'll just put some bacon in. So this is the free from bacon from our superstore, and honestly it makes a difference. It is so tasty. It's not too salty, which is like super amazing. So we use that a lot. And for the other guy, can you see this? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Okay. So here we're gonna just do really easy. This is also avocado oil and some mushrooms. And I've been cooking mushrooms like a lot lately because it's just so easy and tasty and nutritious and keto, right? Like it's low carb. So that's perfect. So I do that, and then so there was like 3 items that we could make for meal prep. So the first, you know, would be basically just, you know, doing a salad. And you can add, I'm just not going to finish it, but you can add, you know, some peppers if you like. That would probably be really good. Peppers, tomatoes, just weigh and track. And then add that meat stick to the salad. And then you have, you know, a perfectly fine salad, kind of like a, you know, like a healthy burger without all the, you know, bun and stuff. So that would be really good. And then once this guy starts, switch over. So there you go. So your broccoli is going, and you don't want it to be cooked through all the way, right? You don't want it to be all mushy. So add this guy in. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Put that in. And honestly, for like seasoning, all I use is salt and pepper, because you don't need a lot more for these things, you know. So just go like this. Salt and pepper. Probably more pepper than salt, because the bacon, that's not too bad. It has 105 milligrams of sodium, so it's not too bad. So you can do that. And go with this. Set it all up. So good. And so tracking wise, you can just, what I would do is I would basically just look at the package and go, this goes by tablespoons. So, you know, you just kind of look at, it's 85 grams, and then you have to convert it. So it's a little more complicated to get the macros for this, but once you enter it once, you can just leave it. You know, it's going to just be safe. You don't have to worry about it. Hey, I hope you can still hear me with all the stuff going on, but so this is the mushrooms, and here I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. So again, 1 tablespoon goes a long way, right? So you don't have to worry about it. Oh, it's a little too much. Smells good. Okay, here that's the air fryer already. Okay, so that's the mushrooms, a little bit of the seasoning salt as well, and that's pretty much it. Now, of course, you can also eat this all together, right? That would be probably like really yummy. But super easy, super simple, tasty. Yeah. With a little bit of salt. You don't have to worry about eating too much salt on keto, really, because you know, low carb, you just automatically have to replenish all electrolytes all the time. So you can have a little more. You can have a little more salt, so you don't have to worry about it. And then this guy. So here, what I do sometimes is I just add some spinach to the mix, and I mean, you know, you can add so much spinach and it'll just kind of like cook down. So just add that as well, and that'll be like an awesome meal. So you have that with your meat stick. But now let's go back here. I'll move the camera a little. And you'll see that this looks really good already. And see the The cheese is trying to escape. So, yeah, this is not done yet. Definitely not done. So I'm going to just, I don't know where my little, I think it's in the dishwasher, my little flipper is, but I'll just try to flip it over a little bit. Maybe just not my fingers, it's not that hot. Just flip it around on the other side. Oh, so juicy. This is awesome. Ooh, it's hot. But see, kind of like, have to just gently turn it because it tries to fall apart, but it won't. So another 6 minutes. And let's go back. So another 6 minutes, and that's that. And here we go back to our spinach and see how it's like now all melted down. Or is it wilted down? I guess that's what the word would be. There you go. So that's done. And yeah, that's the 2 dishes. And then that will be probably pretty good. So if you're going with cauliflower rice, maybe there's one thing, kind of like a tip. So when I cook cauliflower rice, I really like cooking with coconut oil. I like cauliflower rice with coconut oil just because it gives it like just a little bit of a different flavor, and I really like it. Broccoli and mushrooms, I don't really like to cook with coconut flour, so I use kind of like a, you know, taste neutral oil for that. But either way, I mean, if you really like coconut oil, you can just cook with that. But that avocado oil lasts a long time, and it's really great, and healthy, obviously. And that's how you get your fats in. So that's it. I'm going to dish it up and show you. And this is my first kind of video using my little ring light. So I don't know where to look exactly, but I think that's the camera right there. So I apologize. I'm gonna get better at it. But yeah, so this is, you know, now you have like what? You have 6 meat sticks there, and you have some side dishes, and then you can make a salad, just like a regular salad with some eggs. Oh, speaking of eggs, one more tip. So I'm pretty sure you know about the shaffle, like the Dash shaffle maker, or you know, that little waffle maker thing. I found this guy. It's also from Dash, and it's an egg cooker, and it's like so cute, and we use it every day almost. It also has little inserts to make an omelette and some poached eggs. So it's really cool. It can make soft boiled or hard boiled eggs. It's really cute. So, you know, cooks up some eggs, and so you'll have a nice salad, you know, kind of to eat. And so I will post the nutritional information for the hamburger sticks. I think that's important. All the other stuff, I mean, you know, you can just figure it out from the vegetables and from the bacon and whatever you use. That would be important to just, you know, use the ones that you have at your store, wherever you are. And that's it. I like using green onion, so I would just cut up some green onion and add it to my dishes. It's a, you know, low carb onion alternative to the regular yellow onion, which is kind of high carb. So you know, that's, and now I'm going to, it's 3 minutes left over on the air fryer, but I think this already looks really good. Here we go. See? Looks delicious. So another 3 minutes, and I think it's going to be perfect. So thanks for sticking around for, you know, now probably like 40 minutes of video, but you know, I thought it's a good kind of meal prep idea that you can do. And I'm going to try to keep it shorter and be better prepared when I do a recipe. So have a good day and talk to you soon.